as custodians of the public trust and members of the fourth estate of the realm.
We strive to discharge our constitutional duties,
to uphold the fundamental objectives of government's policy and our accountability to people.
We provide a fundamental platform for public debate and national discourse.
that's why it's not just a show.
We set the agenda and cross-fertilize ideas.
For news behind the news.
For issues you love to address.
You get it all here.
So when it's 7 a.m., all the attention is here.
Sunrise Daily, weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. only on Channels Television, the station to watch.
The federal government has warned businessmen against the importation of toxic materials into the country. The Minister of Environment, Mr. John Ode, at a news conference in Abuja, vowed that importers of toxic waste into the country would face stiff penalties from the Ministry of Environment. The minister also announced plans by the government to scale up penalties for importers of toxic waste and their collaborators. Mr. Ode's warning is coming on the heels of the seizure of a ship with materials believed to be toxic by an unknown importer from Europe. A ship laden with hazardous waste from Austria docked at the Tinkan Island port in Lagos on the 15th of this month. The ship was sent back to its original destination by customs officials at the port.
The Minister of Environment at a news conference in Abuja to address the issue of a ship carrying toxic waste into the country from Europe. The alert was sent from Netherlands and received in Nigeria by the National Environmental Standards and Regulations Agency, NESRIA, on the 6th of April. The agency informed all relevant security agencies to monitor the vessel until it docked at the Tinkan Island port on the 15th of April.
The contents were as follows: used lead acid batteries, used refrigerators, used old tires, old Mazda car with shattered windscreen, old and broken down television sets, 1970 model, old radios, and used computers. These consignments are inimical to our environment and to the health and safety of our citizens.
Mr. Ode explains that trade relations between countries and shipments is not peculiar to Nigeria. However, there is need for the strict monitoring to ensure that ships coming into the country are carrying goods stated in their manifest.
I believe that this has been received in the past, but the assurance that we give to all Nigerians is that henceforth, all agencies will be alert.
The Director General of the National Environmental Standards and Regulations Agency, NESRIA, announced the formation of a task force to monitor toxic materials already in the country.
With the Alaba market presently, we have signed an MOU, NESRIA, Standard Organization of Nigeria, Consumer Protection Council, and Alaba International Market. We're trying to explain to them that even if you have to bring in used items, don't bring the ones that are end-of-life products.
The minister recalled that in the 1980s, toxic waste was dumped in Cocoa Village in Edo State by a ship from Italy and led to the death of many. The minister appealed to Nigerians to be vigilant and avoid contacts with toxic materials, as poor disposal of hazardous electronic waste has increased the risk of cancer in the country. Doris Okenwa, Channels Television News.